What's going on? What's going on? You are live. The internet can totally see you now. To stop, use your encoder. Cool. What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I'm actually on time. I'm actually a minute ahead of schedule, so I'll give it a few seconds before we fire it up for all the live viewers. And let me just throw it out there. I'm going to put the link out. Hi, Nick. How you doing, man? Oops. More volume. I haven't not talked yet, Boris. Is it really? Is it low? Is it low? You guys hear me? Can you hear me? How's it sound? Low? Not low? Too high? Sounds good? How's it sound? Fine for you? It's good? So, Boris, it's just you, man. I'm just joking. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic day. A little more volume so people... Okay, I'll turn the gain up. There, I've turned the gain up. How's that? A little bit better? I promise you, one day, I will figure this stuff out. Could use a little bit more. Really? No man for you. Is it much better? Okay. Alright. Okay. We're good to go. What's happening? How's everybody doing? Welcome to Plus One Daily. My name is John. Honored, grateful, thankful that you guys have come and decided to hang out with me for the next couple of minutes here as we proceed through the week. Tuesday here. I'll tell you, be completely honest with you guys. This is what happened today. So Tim and Justin did something really cool without letting me know about it at all. And of course, you know, they do it, they release it, and then they get mad at me that I'm not all excited about it. I blame them totally for not keeping me in the loop. But really cool stuff we got planned. New rarity in the badges. We're a really cool little feature that we've added to CTP badges, and we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So more news on that later. There's a blog post on ctpteams.com kind of going over roughly what it is, but it's just the tip of the iceberg, what we got planned for this. We just wanted to introduce it, you know, put it on to Start Exchange and ILF Hits because, hey, they're 15 years old this year. So that's out there. More details on that on CTP Teams, the blog, and I'll be writing about it as well to keep you guys in the loop about why that's going to be cool. The rarity of them. So I go get my wife from her mom's today, and we're in the basement. We're just talking. I'm just like, you know, it's about 20-30 minutes before the show, and I'm like, I don't know what to talk about. And she's like, you know what you should do, John? You should really like plan these things out on Monday or Sunday night. Write every single topic you want throughout the week and then base it on that. And I'm like, you know what? That's a really good idea. So I'm going to work on that. I promise you guys. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to work on actually planning out the sessions so that we're actually having, you know, really good content and I'm not sitting there with 2 minutes left going, what am I going to talk about? But I went into my trusty journal. My journal always has lots of cool things out there and that I've written down over the years. And I came to the acronyms, the three acronyms that I throw out there a lot. And this is something I touched on a few months ago, and I thought it'd be a really good refresher for us going forward. So it's, you see behind me, it's MCA, CMA, MAC, and I joke around about this. It's acronyms, right? You got to be an expert, you have to come up with your own acronyms. I mean, that's just, I've already got the bookshelves behind me. I've got the professional sounding microphone and everything. So I have to come up with my own acronyms, right? I mean, or else, don't forget I got the diplomas too. Like, this is professional, right? The novelty, exactly, Boris. It's the novelty of the acronyms. But what is it? What is MCA, CMA, MAC? It's all the same thing. And I'll go through each of these things, and it's kind of a little play on words that I wrote down years ago. Massive, consistent action. Consistent, massive action. Massive action consistently. Now, I'm throwing these three up there, and it's kind of like, well, why do you got all three of them up if it's going to be it's basically the same thing? But what I wanted to talk to you guys about is the importance of what this means. So we'll just do MCA, CMA, and MAC. That's just kind of like me just having fun, play on words and stuff. But let's break this down. What does this acronym actually mean? Massive, consistent action. Really cool little formula you guys can write down. Not even a formula, it's a quote by Napoleon Hill. And he says, patience, persistence, and perspiration make an unbeatable combination for success. So I can sit here on cam and talk to you guys about all the books I've read. I can sit here on cam and tell you guys about all the experiences I've had growing up and building businesses, blah, 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 blah. But nothing matters without action. Nothing matters without big action done each and every day, which is consistency. You need to actually be doing something. And we see this in business where people can quote you. They can put it up on Instagram or Twitter and give you a funky quote that someone put out there, and it's really, really fancy. But without action, without actual things that you're doing and putting it into play and putting it into practice each and every day, it doesn't amount to anything. Oh, John, look at all the books you've read. But I've read all these books, but they don't mean I can read every single book on my bookshelf, but if I don't put action after I get notes and write it down, what I'm going to do to put into my business and my life, it's worthless. It's absolutely worthless. That's why I'm a big fan of journaling. Nick is here. Nick will agree with me on this, guaranteed. Journaling is some of the most important daily practice you can get into when it comes to not only reading but learning, but then putting it into play, putting your consistent action into a daily regiment. Very, very important. So when you're hearing these people tell you, you need to do this and this and this to build a business, that's fantastic. That's great. Whatever. Great news, but you have to do something. This world, this industry that we're in, everybody's looking for a high five. Everybody's looking for a high five. They basically want a reward for just showing up. And I get it. And I understand human psychology a little bit, and I understand that people want to get a high five, and they want that, but there needs to be more. I was talking to someone yesterday, I forget who it was on Skype. It was Rich Taylor. Me and Rich Taylor were talking, and you guys have heard of that old 80-20, right? The Pareto Principle, right? 80-20. So it's basically what this stands for is that 80% of the people, 20% of the people make 80% of the income. And me and Rich were going back and forth on that. I said, dude, I bet you it's higher. In this industry, it's probably closer to 5.95. 5% of the people in this industry make 95% of the income. Because, and we were going back and forth on this, and I said, this is the common denominator in all these things is the action. Is that people don't want to just get a high five. It's fine getting a high five and feeling like they're being acknowledged, and I get it. Fantastic, wonderful. But we stop at that. We don't keep going after that. We just kind of like say, okay, I've achieved something by getting my name mentioned. And it's like, remember this blog post I did on Hidden Exchange News this week where it's the pro surfer. Now that someone has got the title and handle of I'm a professional, they feel like they've made it. Well, if you look at it, you haven't made it, because if you're not in that 5% of the people that are actually making all the money, what is it? You're not, there's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing there. It's just a high five. And a high five is good for getting people fired up, and I get it, and I'm all for it. But you've got to follow it up with some action. And it can't just be, one day a week you show up and actually do something. It's got to be every day. It's got to be putting this stuff that you're learning, putting pen to paper, doing the things you're learning, doing the things you're taught, doing the things that you're discovering, and not just sitting on your laurels. Not just because someone said, hey, you're a professional surfer, now you've made it. No, it's good. You want to call yourself that? Fine, back it up with some action. So massive, consistent action. It's an acronym. I'm sure I didn't come up with it. I wrote it down years ago. They're here. It's been in my book for years and years and years. But I think that you need to follow it up, and it needs to be consistent. I was talking to a guy who started a new program recently, and me and him were going back and forth in emails, and he was basically trying to discover, what the secret was, what the formula was for this stuff. And I kept telling him over and over again the answers, and I'm sure he got it, but I know that it wasn't the answers he was looking for. Like he was basically saying, well, how do I build a business? And I've done this, I've done that. How do I continue to build the business? And I said, here's the thing. You need to basically advertise, and when you're done advertising, advertise some more. Be in front of people each and every day. Get people to know, like, and trust you. People will be attracted to that. Now, that is not really an answer that a lot of people want to hear, because what do people want to hear? They want to hear, okay, well, you do this, this, and this, and you're going to get X result. Well, it's not like that. Anybody that's built a business online knows that there's years and years and years of struggling to get to, for the chance, like I've always said this, a +1, for the opportunity, no guarantee, but the opportunity to make money online. So you have to do these things each and every day for years, months, if not years, showing up every day, advertising, being in front of people, engaging with people, doing this stuff each and every day for the opportunity to make money. For the opportunity to make money. And the majority of the times people don't want to hear that. They want to hear, I do this and this, I'm going to get that. You do this and this, you might have an opportunity or a chance to get that, but there's no guarantee. So, MCA, CMA, MAC, whatever the acronym you want to use, I really suggest and I highly recommend that you write this down and almost put it in front of your face each and every day. Massive, consistent action. What am I doing that's big and bold, right? And that's the M we're not really talking about, right? We're talking about consistent and we're talking about action. But what does the M mean? What does the massive mean? It means don't do what everybody else is doing. Please don't. We have enough affiliates. We don't need more affiliates in the world. We need more leaders. We need more people that are willing to step out of their comfort zone. We need more people that aren't okay with just being called a pro surfer. We need people that really want to become a pro surfer. Massive. Be big. Purple Cow is a great example of this. Purple Cow, the entire Seth Godin model of this is to stick out from the crowd. Do things that gets you noticed. Do things that no one else is going to do, that your competition won't take a chance on. Stick out from the crowd. That's what massive means. It needs to be big. It needs to be remarkable. It needs to be out there in front of people each and every day. Then you're going to see results. I got a really cool formula here for you guys too. Knowledge plus passion equals profits. I don't know who came up with this one either. It was written down on the thing, but I wrote it down. Knowledge plus passion equals profits. And I know everybody wants to say that passion doesn't matter. Passion does matter, because I'm pretty sure you guys can see that I enjoy what I do for a living. If I was out on cam going, oh yeah, we need to do this and this and this and blah, 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 and I was really boring and I wasn't giving any value out there, you'd roll your eyes. So passion is needed. Now, you need to follow it up, and this is where the action comes into play. But you need that drive, and no one can sell you that. You can't buy this for $4.99 a month. Passion comes from within. Knowledge, this is my way of gaining knowledge. I read books. There's other ways of doing, knowledge. You can go to seminars. You can, listen to audiobooks, watch videos on YouTube and stuff. I get it, but you got to follow it up. Definitely. Let me see. Tim just said there, in this industry, if you have no affiliates, how do you have a business? This is the thing. I use this example. It's a really good question, Tim, because I'm sitting here going, well, we don't need more affiliates. We need leaders and stuff. And people will go, well, how are you? You need affiliates to promote your stuff. This is an example that I credit to Robert Putty. This is something that he used to say at the SWAT seminars years ago, and it's something that's really, really powerful. And when I really got it and I understood it, it made total sense to me. When people are being invited to JV contests and referral contests and stuff, the people that surf the most and promote the most affiliate links usually don't do that good. The people that do the best in these affiliate contests and stuff are usually the people with the lists. They're usually the people that are building brands for themselves, and people are getting to know, like, and trust them. So saying that we don't need affiliates, we need better affiliates. How about that? Instead of saying we don't need more affiliates, because we always need affiliates, it's just we need better affiliates. We don't need cookie cutter affiliates. We don't need more people just doing the basic minimums. That's more what I'm trying to say. You really, really need to get people that are leaders, that have that brand with their customer base. We just took part in this contest last week, and we were in the top 20 of the contest. And seeing some of these people that were above us, it was astronomical to watch. Like, we thought we were doing good. We paled in comparison to some of these big affiliates. But these guys are not spending their time, surfing to become a pro surfer. They're not. They're spending their time developing their businesses. They're taking that massive action every single day to build their brands, build their relationships. And that is where, as a program owner, I love affiliates. That's where I'm just like, Fridays for me and Justin and Tim are the best days of the week. We get to pay out our commissions each and every Friday. And I love when it goes over $2,000 a week. I love it. Absolutely love it. It shows me that there's people out there that are not doing the bare minimum, right? There's people out there that are really practicing the building of brands, the building of lists, the building of relationships with people, and looking at the bigger picture. So for me, it's a really good question. What Tim said is the better way to put it is not, we don't need affiliates, and I'll rephrase what I was saying. We need better affiliates. We need more leaders. We need more people that are willing to be the purple cow, that are doing the massive, consistent action every single day, hell or high water. Not just the people that are showing up to get a high five saying, you're a pro surfer. We need much more of that rather than just the high fives. So high fives are fine. I'm all for it. I think you need to do that in 2016. But hopefully that high five inspires someone to keep going and build something big, remarkable, and very impactful for this industry. Because this is the best industry in the world. Let's be honest. My overhead is nothing. I pay commissions and I pay server bills. That's basically it. I don't have stock. I don't need to pay for the core 4. Gotta throw the logo out there, right? I'm not trying to pay for the core 4 stock. It's all digital. So we live in this world where our overheads are low. The potential is astronomical. We work with amazing people each and every day. There's a community atmosphere. This is the greatest job in the world. And I think more people need to know that. But it doesn't happen if you're just surfing and being a pro surfer. It happens when you're stepping out, taking that massive, consistent action over time, and then you'll see some results. So, thank you guys for coming and rocking with me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for sharing and tweeting. And the video will be uploaded on +OneDaily.com as well. I hope you guys are enjoying this new platform with what we're doing here at YouTube. So far, so good. Hopefully it goes well. But thank you guys for coming, and I will see you tomorrow. And we'll take some more massive, consistent action tomorrow as well. Toodles, guys.